No weapon that form against the righteous shall prosper.
Welcome back to the Steady Show. Thanks for liking and subscribing.
So that me harm. Go back where they came from.
Big up to Verona French for requesting this song.
It's time to step up and get busy and get wicked on them.
Shut up!
Jamaica has a prime minister who remains under investigation for the serious corruption offense of illicit enrichment and whose annual statutory declarations for 2021 onwards still cannot be certified by the country's Integrity Commission as required by law.
You chat too much, Mark Golden. The same Mark Golden who got rich through government corruption, got away with said corruption, wrote a witch hunt law in 2017, right after the Prime Minister got elected. The law was enacted in 2018. That's why Andrew Holness get wicked by you. You gonna face bro God lawyer. Big up yourself, Andrew. A long time we tell you if you get wicked by him. When you hear the British accent, Jamaica has a prime minister. You see how you sound like I'm a talk to? He lords them in a UK when he ready for report upon the country. Jamaica has a prime minister. Go away with that, look. Go away with that something there here, man. Mark Golden got rich through government corruption. UK citizen Mark Golden entered the House of Parliament illegally against the laws of Jamaica. So congratulations, Mark. You are dealing with the consequences of what happens when the sinner writes the law. You broke the law and then you wrote a law as a witch hunt to go against your enemies for political expediency. We've been waiting to see Andrew make a move. You see how much they've put in the public space? Andrew is now suing some of y'all for defamation. Well played, Andrew Holness. Anybody notice how busy the old Gleaner has been all week? Or don't notice, if you're not looking at my community tab, how me have to take on the old dirty Gleaner with how they've been going on? Riling up Mark Golden and he still can't get popular. He still can't win because me see some Jamaicans have put up something out there, you know. And they must say, man of integrity, we will stand with you. Big up Jamaica. That's the energy. Keep that energy right until election day and vote out this hypocrite, Mark Golden, who's trying to start a civil war in Jamaica. Last night when we did the show, people came and they talk about the fact that security forces there at the Prime Minister house because of threat. Please, may I beg you, Andrew, shore up your security because them people here, them wicked. Mark already talked about get wicked pan them, you know. And everybody know the kind of people that Mark walks around with. This man must be held accountable. Andrew, make sure so your lawyer put everything in the case. UK citizenship, the defamation, the fact that him violates the Integrity Commission guideline. Put it all in the lawsuit. Make we deal with it and done because Tamania can't see Jamaica house. None at all. So we see KD Knight beside of him. So the first thing me have to ask is that who else thought KD Knight had packed his bags and left? We think him to be gone. Me hear people are talking about KD Knight is a man of integrity, you know. Listen, I have to watch how comrades talk sometime, you know, because comrades is either they don't have the real knowledge of the party that is called PNP or then just deceptive. Either way, you can't follow them. Same KD Knight, you know. We talk about comrade leader, pack your bags and go. See Peter Phillips there, who one bag of them say because of Peter Phillips why PNP lost the last election because people sabotage Peter Phillips. See Peter Phillips up on the podium them with the listen, comrades stick together. That's what they've always done. And the Jamaica know by now say, then just want to win. So Mark Golden really in him feelings, you know, about what going on with the Integrity Commission simply because he was depending on it for the win. So here he is coming to defend his witch hunt people then because the Integrity Commission in theory is good enough like many other things. But people use good things for bad reasons. And for that reason, we say, the kind of people behind the Integrity Commission, they are known to not be people of integrity. So, why all of these things come up when Andrew Holness lawsuit come up, all of these things, they must come into play. So let's talk about things, the money laundering and all kinds of things they've seen. Prime Minister owning private companies while he's in office, blah, blah, blah. Nobody now talk about Mark Golding and the money in a trust, and the fact that Integrity Commission knows, say, he hasn't declared all of his assets, that he has companies overseas, and he might go through tax evasion. Mark Golding is eating out taxpayers' money while being a nuisance and an annoyance to Jamaica. See, him put himself in the position where Andrew have to deal with him now. As me did say in a couple videos, you cannot play with people like Mark Golding. People like Mark Golding, his selfishness has no bounds, and people been asking, Mark Golding has no shame. No, he doesn't. With his kind of money, he doesn't have to have any kind of shame. Him rich. At the end of the day, if Mark Golding loses the election and whatever, Mark Golding still has money. His children, his family will be taken care of. Mark Golding is the kind of man who puts himself above everything else. And this is what PNP will vote for. But we understand PNP mindset already. This is the first time PNP is being faced with 3 consecutive terms in opposition. So they are not prepared with it. So they are the crescendo of all matters right now. So you see the pastor that will pray for Andrew Holness. May I beg on Jamaica, pray, Christian people, pray for the Prime Minister. This is warfare. The Bible says we're wrestling not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. We are seeing spiritual and all manner of wickedness in high places. Just imagine what it is for Andrew Holness to have to sit down and look at Mark's face in the parliament. But thank God, he is covered under prayers. Andrew is not a weak person. Andrew is strategic. Andrew is strategic. It's just that sometimes we want him to throw the punches. But the truth of the matter is, and I know what it is, to have people in organizations come after me and I play it cool until when we get them file and then come a meeting and then we start reveal time, date and place of everything. Got so bad that I'm a liar. I have to bring pan them one time. Yes, man. Because people are like this. Some people only understand the consequences. Somebody like Mark only understand consequences. You have to deal with him to his face. Just like how Nigel Clark used to deal with him, you have to punch him to his face. That's why I can say, I want Venetia in the parliament, because Venetia knows their ways. Sometimes you have to get somebody from out of Fidem camp who know them and know their devices to tell them to their face, we know that this is what you do. Venetia was able to say, I am aware that PNP does a lot of fake polls. Listen, the PNP wants to steal the election. They've just tried to do it, and they're still trying to do it through the Integrity Commission. So you see what this whole heap call about? We need him to resign. Resign what, Mark Golding? Did you resign when the whole country was calling out on you? Do you realize that more people are upset about your UK citizenship, about your dual citizenship? Do you realize that more people are upset about the fact that you never show them? Y'all know we don't know if you were really born in a Jamaica. Do you realize how upset Jamaicans are about the fact that you are so condescending, you're so lie, you're so mischievous? Do you know how we despise the fact that you don't have any plans? Do you know how we laughed at you when we realized, say, you come and try to mimic Andrew Holness' plans to make yourself look good? Do you know you are the one we want to leave Jamaica? We are going to keep you in opposition no matter what you find, because you are using the law as a witch hunt strategy to go after your political enemies. Same old divide and conquer mentality. Here a man said this morning, Mark Golding is not a Jamaican. Mark Golding is not a black man. Our ancestors are not Mark Golding's ancestors. Mark Golding's ancestors enslaved our ancestors. Mark Golding is leveraging the self-hate and the bad mind that we Jamaican people and black people, we have towards one another. People who love walk around and talk about one Marky G. You need to understand that some of we don't want nothing for Marky G. Look at how competent and brilliant Nigel was. So what? His sin is his black skin. So what about Mark? We're not playing that kind of game no more. Mark Golin, you're going to have to deal with the black excellence that sits in parliament across from you, not just in Andrew Holness, but in that team of people. And you are not going to get an unfair advantage by using a law that you wrote and then working with your insiders to bring down the government of Jamaica. It is not going to happen, Mark Golden.
Bad mind and grudgeful. All of these things I used to describe Mark Golden.
I saw that lady yesterday blaze the fire upon him. You think a black people are allowed bad mind or no need for wake up? Want to know about Black Wall Street? Want to know about situations in which when black people were doing well, they burnt down their communities? Some of we need to know history, you know. A lot of people in the dominant cultures, they are not interested in seeing the upliftment. The other day, me hear advisor play something. European people get up and say, listen, we have to exploit Africa, keep Africa poor because they've always exploited them. So Jamaica is doing well now. They want to keep them foot upon Jamaica. And Mark Golden is the one who wants to do that for them. Because Mark Golden is the kind of man, you know, the whole heap of people them who do all kind of wickedness and atrocities in our history. But them put up, them statue them all about. Mark is looking for a statue. But Mark, you now get no statue in Jamaica. Make we look on the lawsuit where Andrew have theme right now. Senator Abka Fitz-Henley, a member of the JLP's Communication Task Force, confirmed the instructions given by Dr. Holness to his legal team. Should they not take the appropriate action, lawsuits will be filed against PNP members who made the false statements and without any credible basis defamed the Prime Minister concerning the questions of when he came into awareness of an illicit enrichment probe, Fitz-Henley said. At a press conference on Thursday, members of the PNP, including Party President Mark Golden, suggested that Holness misled the country when he told the media last year that he wasn't aware of any JLP parliamentarians being under investigation for illicit enrichment. And in this case, I am reading from the Observer. Some of you would have seen it already. Andrew is going to hold them for whatever he can hold them to. And wherever the defamation comes in, you see just like how Mark, I try to use anything. Lawyers and people in the legal profession, they know what you can go to court and win. Because remember, court is not so much about truth, you know. Court is about what you can prove. And they came out and them say a bag of things. I listened today, you know, Mark Golden, he stumbled when the media start talking. Even at the end of it, you want to hear him. Okay, so that's it right now. Integrity Commission could have worked with FID. Do you know why that wasn't done? Him can't answer to that. He can't answer to quite a number of things. I had written down some of them. I had to change course. Theme big thing, you know, is that step away. Now, I don't know who agreed to or if it even make any sense. So let me ask you something. What would happen if everybody in a parliament end up under investigation? Everybody in the parliament must take a leave or resign. What a stupid logic. I hope this is not the guidelines within the Integrity Commission. And if that is the situation, it needs to be amended. Mark Golden will exploit every and anything for political gain. PNP are playing party politics with Jamaica, no matter what them say. Look at Paulwell scandals them. Just look at their history throughout every administration. So when you hear people are talking about real comrades, these are real comrades. Comrades, the comrade party, whether them fall under Peter Phillips or whether them fall under the Rise thing, I cannot in all good conscience look at you guys as real patriotic Jamaicans because you know more than anybody else. You see, it's one thing, you see, one of the things that we found in the history, you know, when Siaga wrote that thing about shame and scandals, you know. If you want to understand the comrade playbook, you have to understand money. Enough people, they know, you see, when you have to understand why people love PNP, you know, the handout party. A lot of people, when them get money and everybody else hungry. They're not business with nobody, you know. The party was good for them because the benefits went towards them. So for instance, looking at the zinc scandal, when Hurricane Gilbert blow and Siaga like zinc. You remember what they come with them though? Share up the zinc, dash where the zinc, put zinc company out of business because they took it all for themselves. Cuban light bulb come, then set up all kind of companies to get money. Trafigura use public funds, being on pay bill. People are collect money for work that they don't do. People are get all kind of contracts going out to all kind of people and payments going out without contracts. Money are go through the municipal corporations. This is what they do. Filter money out. You hear about all these mistakes. Paul Well with net serve, sign off and how many millions of dollars. Sell out all of the company, them JPS. They do it. They sell out everything. They do everything because they have a share up. If the party brings so many people who want handouts, how is that going to be sustainable? One of the reasons why JPS charge so much money is that in addition to selling out JPS, you know, the light bill have to be expensive because a whole heap of people, they don't pay light bill. People, the Bible says, you know, the love of money, not money itself, the love of money or the greed and the thirst for money, that is where the real evil comes in, you know. All they want to do is win the election and they laugh after the whole of Jamaica. They have won most of the elections in Jamaica. Look at how Jamaica did a pop down during PJ administration. But they still voted for PJ Patterson. They don't care. So it was good for them because it was their party and it was working out for them. But what about the rest of Jamaica? So this is not about party, you know. This is a basic maths, you know. Take out JLP and PNP out of the equation, you know. What if for your pick them and for your auntie or uncle pick them, go mama yard, go granny yard, and only set a pick them where granny give food for eat and give good food, or your auntie or your uncle them picnic and for your pick them starve? How you would feel about that? Somebody put it in the comment section. You cannot compare the man who steals in a cup with the man who steals in a truck. Comrades steal the whole country. The Free Zone, Alcan, Alpart, Goodyear, all of these companies, 44,000 businesses went down. I don't know what 44,000 businesses really look. I don't ever really imagine that. I don't think about all of the people them who lost their lives and committed suicide through FinSat because them raised up the interest rate $15 million and have to end up paying about $143 million because of the interest rate, the predatory interest rate. It happened to the guy who owned Wexford in Montego Bay. It happened to a lot of people. That's what they do because they drain the money. So when you see them, it's the same criminal mindset. So what they're using right now is the media. And they pay the media well to carry out what they do. So you see them in the media, fight them day and night in the media. As a matter of fact, we need more people from the JLP starting up YouTube channels. A whole heap of people are testifying right now say me grew up in a PNP yard. So me know. As a matter of fact, the people who grew up in a PNP yard, me want to put it in the comments. Make we know what we know about PNP. So that people who don't know, the young people them, they can be aware. And please, me I beg with the family, share my video them on our socials. You don't need to explain it, just say interesting. You don't need to write nothing, just put it out there. I put up some flame and make them click on it because you never know who you might save because only the voters, you know, can save Jamaica with the rate at which things are going right now, you know. The voters are the most powerful people in a Jamaica and the PNP, they're going to go extra hard to secure a win. So Andrew Holness, I am glad that you are taking steps to calm them down and continue to fight, continue to pray for Andrew Holness. I don't really want to go too far with this video, but I will be back to talk more about them coverage here. Make sure to tune in to the Steady channel. This is the Steady saying, like, share, and subscribe. Steady.